Stampers and crafters, this is Nancy Gleason from my stamping space, and I'm here to answer a question for you today that I've been being asked a lot lately since Stampin' Up introduced these Simple Shammy. So the question is, what is the best way to clean my stamps? Should I be using the Simple Shammy, or should I be using my Stampin' Scrub and Stamping Mist as I have in the past? And the answer to that question is yes. You really should be using both, and I'll tell you why. The Simple Shammy is kind of ugly looking once you start using it, but the Simple Shammy is just a foam that you moisten and just get damp, and then you can just clean your stamp just by taking your stamp on your block and then just tapping it right onto the chamois, and the ink transfers to the chamois, but once it's on the chamois it doesn't come off, so it won't even get your fingers inky or anything. It is great to use in between, like as you're stamping, and it's also going to be your Stamparatus's new BFF because it's perfect for using on the Stamparatus. But when you're done stamping for the day, before you put your stamps away, you still should use your stamping scrub with the stamping mist, because that's a great way to really get all the fine, intricate areas of your stamp good and clean. And the stamping mist also conditions the rubber and the polymer, so it will keep your stamps lasting longer. So I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration on how to use the Stamping Shammy for both your stamps and on the Stamparatus, and how to use the stamping scrub. Okay, so I'm going to take my ink pad and I'm going to just ink up a stamp just to show you how it cleans. So I've got ink on here, and then I can just press it onto my Stampin' Shammy, and I can do that a couple of times. That'll take all of the ink off of the stamp, but it doesn't really transfer it to your fingers. It's a good way to clean your stamp in between impressions. If you get extra ink on the edge of the stamp or on the block, it's just a great way to clean in between. But watch this. If I bring in my Stamparatus and I have ink on my Stamparatus, and I'm like, oh, look at that, too much ink there, I can just take my Simple Shammy and I can just bring it right over to my Stamparatus. I can clean the plate. If I get ink on the back of the plate, I can clean my stamp right on the Stamparatus, all without ever taking it off. And I really think that the Simple Shammy was made for the Stamparatus, that the Simple Shammy and the Stamparatus are going to be new BFFs. I like to store my Simple Shammy in a standard stamp case. This is item number 119105, and what's nice about this is when I close it in here, I'm actually using the thicker one that's for wood mount stamps, but this fits in the standard stamp case wonderfully, but it's not airtight, which you don't want to store this in something airtight because it'll get moldy. So it'll stay damp for a couple of days in there, but it won't get moldy. But when I'm done stamping for the day, let's get this out of the way, I like to clean my stamp using the stamping mist and my stamping scrub. And you'll see with the stamping scrub, with the little corners that are notched off, there's some teardrops here, or raindrops I should say, and sunshine. So this is the wet side, so I'll want to just squirt some of my stamping mist onto my Stampin' Scrub, and then I will just take my stamp and I will rub it back and forth and clean it, and then I'll bring it over to the dry side and I'll just clean it. And the fibers actually will clean in between all of the intricate detailing. And the stamping mist conditioned the stamp, so now it's ready for me to put away. So that is how you should clean your stamps. You should be using both the Simple Shammy and the Stampin' Scrub and the Stampin' Mist to clean your stamps and condition your stamps so they will last you for years to come. Thanks for stopping by my Stampin' Space. If you like this video, please click like and share it with your friends. And if you need to order these Simple Shammy, the standard stamp case to hold it, the Stampin' Scrub, or the Stampin' Mist, you can go to my blog, www.mystampinspace.com, and then order securely 24/7 from my online store. Thanks, Stampers. Talk to you soon.